Today, we're going to be looking at Magic the Gathering art that doesn't quite match what the card does. In fact, it might not even have any business with what the card does. I'm going to start off with Stasis. Now, Stasis is a very iconic art. In fact, I like it quite a bit for its somewhat simplicity and abstractness, but it has nothing to do with Stasis. Players skip their untap steps, and at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Stasis unless you pay a blue. I don't understand how some guy balancing on a teeter-totter with I don't know, Mrs. Fox lady over here with I don't know, they're at a paint, they're at some sort of like a art get together. It has nothing to do with Stasis, the act of like not moving, or nothing moving. In fact, I think future arts of Stasis are a little bit more accurate. For example, this one by Seb McKinnon has a bunch of warriors that are frozen, I guess, into a garden. I guess they're frozen in stone to some capacity. So yeah, Stasis, a very, very iconic art, very interesting art. They don't make art like this like they used to. Maybe because they actually need more. The art needs to sort of match what the card is supposed to do. Anyway, so that's how I'm starting the show. But how are people going to continue it? Where is my coffee crew? Another one that another one I can continue with is the Kargan Dragon Lord. This one I always thought is a little bit deceptive because you see like this image of a dragon, but then when you actually read the card, it is a human warrior. A human warrior. Now it's funny. It's a human warrior with fire breathing, because when you get it to level 8, the Kargan Dragon Lord gets +1/+0 until end of turn. I guess that's the point, that it mounts the dragon. Otherwise, we should actually, if I were to fix this thing right now, if I were to fix the art, it should be much more like this. There we go. That's the actual Kargan Dragon Lord. Minus the dragon, because you have to level up to get up to the dragon. You start off with just Dragon Lord. It's not even a Dragon Lord. It's just Kargan human for the most part. The art of Stasis is done by Richard's aunt. Yes, that is correct. Pre looks up 3 cards this morning. Let's see if we can't get through them all. Okay, well, what? Oh, you mean you look through them? By all means, shove them my way. Okay, Murkcatcher with Mystic Remora. Any particular art? Mystic Remora. It was supposed to be the definition of being a hindrance, but the artist drew a fish instead of the other definition. Oh, yeah, the original one. That's right. It was a mystic. Like, what was it supposed to be? A remora. What does an image of a remora look like? Remora. I'm going to just quickly look on Google. Oh, but there is the definition of a hindrance. That's right. But it could be considered a fish. So basically what ended up happening is, instead of being like a mystical nuisance, we end up having a mystical fish, which forces you to pay a tax. This is the fish that will swim around and make sure, hey, are you paying the, what is it, 4? You don't pay the 4, I get to draw a card. Merciless says, I think the idea with Stasis, the idea is the art of the balance beam. Yeah, but you have the option to get off the balance beam if you'd really like to. A fish that sticks onto stuff. This one in particular. Okay, next up, let's get with Indiana Jones, the Ebon Praetor. One of the weirdest artworks. Ebon Praetor. The Praetors. Oh yeah, this almost looks like there's some sort of forced 3-way marriage going on over here. For 6 mana, we have a 5/5 first strike trampler, and at the beginning of your upkeep, put a -2/-2 counter on your Ebon Praetor. Sacrifice a creature, remove a -2/-2 counter from Ebon Praetor. If the sacrificed creature was a thrall, is this a thrall? Like, is this a thrall that we're looking at? I mean, that's the only thing that like saves this art, is if this thing is a thrall and this is the thing getting sacrificed. Also appears to be butt naked. If the sacrificed creature was a thrall, put a +1/+1 counter on your Ebon Praetor. Place ability only once during your upkeep and only once each turn. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I'm not even clear which thing here is the Ebon Praetor? Is it this priest looking? I don't even know if I can call this guy a priest. It's a sort of weird underground dungeon looking thing. Is it the rabbit? Is it the weird devil guy to the right? This is supposed to be a creature of some sort, but I'm not seeing it over here. I don't even see the like all these creatures don't even look like a 5/5 in the first place. Yeah, I mean, what's the creature? That's exactly the point. Is the entire like hell landscape the creature? The priest guy is the praetor. Needs more blood for the blood god, I suppose. Algot with the super chat. Bronze calendar. Hopefully it's self-explanatory. Oh, it is a super chat, therefore the silver border cards do apply. Bronze calendar is a 4-mana artifact. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. You must speak in a voice other than your normal voice. When you speak in your normal voice, sacrifice bronze calendar. Is there another definition for calendar that I don't know? Because I only know calendar as a a way of recognizing and understanding the days, weeks, months, and years of a year. Okay, we have bronze. What is a calendar definitions? We have a chart or series of pages showing the days, weeks, and months of a particular year, given a particular seasonal information. Enter something in a calendar, a timetable. I don't think there's anything else. Yes, this art has nothing to do with a calendar. That's correct. The image is a calendar. Okay, the joke is it's a colander, not a calendar. Ah. Well, the joke's on me because, I mean, it's a giant troll that, like, completely went over my head. Big troll. Shouldn't that be a yellow guy? Shouldn't that be a bronze colander? I guess so. It's very possible someone made a typo when making this card. Or it's just all done on purpose. Okay, next up, let's take a look at... Rakta says, there are many different forms of calendar. Some that use You mean colander? Some that use water? Toilet duck, excavation. There's a bunch of excavation cards. Excavation! Well, they're going underground to find stuff. 2 mana enchantment. For 1 mana, sacrifice a land, draw a card. Any player may play this ability. What does this have to do with sacrificing a land? We have someone deep diving. Maybe not cave diving, but basically taking a look around the Atlantis at the bottom of the ocean. On the other hand, has nothing to do with sacrificing the land. You might not even consider this a land. This is technically, basically technically underwater. Are we going to consider the depths of the sea land now? Only for the aquatic marine folk. Okay, oh boy, with Sisters of the Flame. Sisters of the Flame is a 3-mana summon sisters. It's a 2/2 creature. Tap to add red to your mana pool. Play this ability as an interrupt. You know, somehow this feels like a card that they would make the art for today. I don't really have any commentary here. We just have a random woman, not even producing the flame, frankly. But this is a sister of the flame. Maybe was created by the flame, and is a mana dork. This is a mana dork. Whoa! Wait a minute. This is a mana dork in red. How many of those cards exist in pure red? This is a very unusual ramp card. Should be put on a ramp show. I didn't know Magic had scuba equipment. Let's go back. You're right. There is some scuba equipment in the world of Magic the Gathering, reserved for, I guess, the humans. For some reason, they didn't want to use their magic on anything. Can't you just buy like some magic scuba gear? Little Deadfly says, I don't know if it counts, but blue mana battery. If it's not blue, it counts. Because the art doesn't really depict what it is very well. This is 100% what the show is about. This is just a bunch of random nonsense. What is it? The ocean? Artifact for 2 mana. Tap, put one charge counter on blue mana battery. Tap to add 1 blue to your mana pool and remove as many charge counters as you wish. For each charge counter removed from blue mana battery, add blue to your mana pool. Play this ability as an interrupt. I have no idea what we're looking at. I mean, I guess it's just random water at night. And technically, like, I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to get mana from the water. We're supposed to get mana from the island surrounded by water. But in this case, it's going to count. Anna with, what is this? Hyalopterus lemur. For some reason, is the animal lemur with butterfly wings and doesn't look like the D&D evil creature it's based on. Really? Hold on. I'm gonna look up the D&D creature. Let's see if they screwed up the lore. D and D. The lemur gets -1, -0, and gains flying until end of turn. Is this really it? Was it supposed to look sort of cute? Is this what it actually is? This art is absolutely sick. How did they rob us of like the sort of really big, cute art and then ended up giving us this ugly lightning elemental looking thing? Very scary. It's not it? Oh. Okay. Well then. Goodbye. The original art? Check the other printing. What was the other printing? Oh, this was a reprint. I see. Oh, it's over here. I see. So they replaced the cute little lemur creature with some sort of elemental avatar. They completely screwed that up. No, 100% agree. We could have had a new lemur that was even cuter, but they robbed it of us. I think the artist just didn't know what kind of lemur it was supposed to be. It's the old art that is wrong. Oh, okay. Let's see. I see. I started off with the wrong art. So in this case, they made an actual lemur when they were not supposed to. But it is a lemur. Oh, it's been errated to a spirit, by the way. So you know what? If a spirit can be anything around here. Okay, next up, let's take a look at what do we have here? Whiteout by Argentina. With okay, Whiteout. By the way, if there are multiple arts, you got to tell me what the you have to tell me what set it's from, because otherwise I'm just going to look at the absolute default one here. Whiteout is a 2-mana instant. All creatures with flying lose flying until end of turn. And if Whiteout is in your graveyard, you may sacrifice a snow-covered land to return it. You may sacrifice a snow-covered land to return Whiteout to your hand. With art, isn't really a Whiteout. The newest art is perfect. And you know what? I don't think the owl, the snowy owl of all creatures, is going to have a problem in an actual Whiteout. It should have been a bunch of creatures that actually are screwed in the Whiteout. Oh my god. Okay, that one actually is more accurate. So they fixed the art. This was an art they realized they screwed up, and they fixed it now. Okay, Raznab with Alcor's Tomb. Alcor's Tomb. For some reason, a grave changes the colors of your things. Not very colorful itself, mind you. Very, very bland. Very gray, giving off very gray vibes and energy. 4-mana artifact, pay 2, tap, target permanent you control becomes the color of your choice. Sort of a weird card. Does it have much purpose these days? Maybe a little bit. Just a smidge. Oh, it's on the reserve list. What a funny reserve list card we have here on Legends. Yeah, this actually looks like a waste. It's in the middle of nowhere. I would never think that a waste could actually produce any colors either. And I still don't. Okay, we're going to look at more arts that have nothing to do with the cards, but if you're inspired to get any of these cards, might I suggest buying them from FusionGamingOnline.com, my favorite place to get my Magic the Gathering cards. If you're watching this, you might still have some time to get the deal of the week, 20% off old board games, but otherwise, you can get all your singles and sealed product between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Lorwyn Eclipsed, Avatar, The Last Airbender, and the entire history of Magic the Gathering cards at FusionGamingOnline.com. Don't forget to use coupon code Nikachu, though, to get 5% off all your purchases, and it supports the channel, and I would really appreciate it. Next, we have a super chat from Raktus. Thank you very much for your wonderful super chat. Have we done Flash yet? Nope. Take a look at the Mirage art. Absolutely. And tell me what's going on without the card text. Okay, your comment is blocking most of it. I would imagine this looks like some weird creature sneaking up on somebody. Or they're photobombing someone taking a selfie. That's another thing. This actually looks like somebody, they're taking a selfie, and then all of a sudden some stupid moron creature in the background decides to photobomb me, ruin my photo, maybe even ruin my vacation. So yeah, it doesn't really look like anything that has to do with the word Flash or anything to the effect. It's right behind me, isn't it? Okay, anyway, choose a creature card from your hand and put that creature into play as though it were just played. Pay the creature's casting cost reduced by up to 2. If you cannot, bury the creature. You know what? Maybe something that could save this card is the guy could be like a little surprised. You could have that stupid face that I have on my own thumbnails. Like, where did that come from? That's impossible. Next up. The weird creature is flashing. Oh, that could be an interpretation. That's illegal, by the way. I'm gonna send that monster to jail. Okay, Hexanort with Call the Crash. Effect calls Siege Rhinos, but the card just shows regular Rhinos. Oh, we might have to look up an actual Siege Rhino. Call the Crash is a 6-mana sorcery. Conjure 2 cards named Siege Rhino onto the battlefield. Oh yeah, these things don't have the thing on the back. Siege Rhino. Yeah, these Siege Rhinos. So this is what it's supposed to look like. It has an extraordinarily long neck. Has a bit of a, I don't even know what to call this. Like a tent on the top of its back? Neither of these have a very long neck. Very stubby neck. Short. Very short neck. And no tent on back. So definitely nothing to do. Well, I shouldn't say it has nothing to do with the art, but it's definitely not the art. It summoned some random rhinos that probably don't gain life when they enter the battlefield. Maybe those rhinos, maybe those are rhinos you need to chase and put a siege tower on. I suppose so. Steve Cooper with Flesh Burrower. Doesn't attach itself to creatures. So Flesh Burrower is a 2-mana 2/2. It's an insect. It looks like it's about to attach itself to somebody. Whenever Flesh Burrower, and he's even called the Flesh Burrower, attacks, another target creature you control gains Death Touch until end of turn. How could they do that? Not burrowing on the art, claims to be burrowing in the title, and also not actually... Well, no, it looks like it's about to burrow in the art, but technically doesn't. It's really a name that has nothing to do with the art or the card. The card has been misnamed very, very badly. Mapius with Dingus Egg. How does Dingus Egg keep getting on the show? I don't get why it deals damage, much less for lands sent to the graveyard. Is there any art that actually can... Yeah, like even look at the original Dingus Egg. 4 mana. Each time a player puts a land into the graveyard from play, Dingus Egg deals 2 damage to that land's controller. What is this, a magical egg? Well, I guess technically it is. They're all magical items. This egg, if you lose your land, what does losing land look like in Magic? Anyway. Well, I guess it's just like when a land is completely blown up. Somehow there's some shrapnel blown back into your face. It's a very threatening egg. It's evil. It's enchanted with eagle. You throw the egg. It's like a rock egg for the most part. Okay, next let's get Vibrant Toucan, Salt Blast. Now everyone's showing up. First 5 minutes, I was struggling. I was like, where is everybody? 5 mana sorcery. Destroy target non-white permanent. Okay, so it's like anything that's green, red, black, or blue. And we can't see any of that. It is just a land of waste. It's a land of salt, really. I have nothing else to say that except that the art has nothing to do with this actual picture. So if this is a great question. So if we lose an island, it sinks? Yes. It is completely lost. Where's Solfim? Solfim said they had 1 million cards. I want to get at least 1 card from Solfim. Indestructible Aura. Not sure what a Birdman using hand signals with fire and ice in the background speaks indestructible to me. You know what? If you're on enough drugs, you're gonna feel, not only you're gonna see the colors, but you're gonna feel indestructible. I don't say it from experience, though. For a white instant, any damage dealt to target creature for the rest of the turn is reduced to 0. This is actually just like an instant of overconfidence. Completely, you know, it is the aura of overconfidence, of hubris, of, I don't know, it's just grand ignorance. You just assume you're not going to get damaged. Birdman seems smug enough to be indestructible to me. They just think they're indestructible. I guess, you know, you have to believe. If you fake it till you make it. In this case, Teferi's Isle just exists, nothing to indicate it exiles only half the time. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, what happens to all the people on the Isle? Do they just disappear every so often? Legendary land. And air is tapped. Tapped at double blue. But you know what? It phases out half the time. We did Mystic Remora already. Sorry about that. Mudasir. Saruman the White count? Saruman. Oh, maybe. Are they gray? You know what? In some case, okay, hold on. Saruman the White. It's just I don't think this one counts. If it was like Saruman the White, well, no, but he's very blue. You know what? I'm gonna count it. Even though it's mostly a blue from the orb, ends up looking way more blue in the art than actually white. And there's frankly like millions of shots of Saruman the White they could have chose, and they end up choosing one that makes them look like Saruman the Blue. So Ward 2, whenever you cast your second spell each turn, amass Orcs 2. Not even any Orcs in the image. 0 Orcs in image. I think Saruman the White, Saruman the Blue, don't care. He's also blue casting. Yeah, you got that as well. I guess the deal is he's not of nobility. He's very closer to the dark side, and blue is aligned with black. Which made no sense to me ever. I feel like blue makes sense with white, white makes sense with green, green makes sense with red, red makes sense with blue, but blue and black? What? I think the only thing they have in common is they use magic of sort. They all technically use magic. Okay, next up we have Gillam with Unholy Strength. The original art. Okay, let's go to the bottom. It is unholy. It looks like Goth listening to his favorite music song. Target creature gets +2/+1. Maybe. You know what? I think this one counts close enough to what it does. It is you've got like the pentagram in the background. It is getting the strength from the unholy. So I think this is actually relatively close. Even though this guy doesn't look like a fighter in the first place. Okay, Alex Gibson with Unflinching Courage. We have Unflinching Courage, and yet actually running away from this thing. Or I guess the courage is in this animal. For 3 mana, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has trample and lifelink. I guess it's this thing that got enchanted. Otherwise, these things that are running away, does not have the courage. A lot of fear in this image, that's for sure. We've got Elgod here with half kit. Oh, you want more unset cards. Half kitten. Okay, half kitten, half. Whenever you're dealt damage, and augment. Yeah, I mean, this art has absolutely nothing to do with what we're reading here. Mostly because it's half of it. You could honestly say the same thing for almost every single unset card. Habinay, not much courage to be found. Okay, Teutonic Nightmare with Leveler. Just kind of looks like a tank. Doesn't show anything relating to having literally no ideas left in your head. Empty library. That is true. I guess the idea is that's supposed to lobotomize you. 5 mana artifact. When Leveler comes into play, remove your library from the game. From outside, I think that's how it works. I guess that's like it's supposed to go on your head. Anyway, you got to use your imagination. Otherwise, it does look like some sort of like walking tank. Next up, we got MTG Gaming Bob with Faith. Which one? Faithless Looting. Oh, the Mystical Archive. Where are you? Faithless Looting. One of the most infamous arts in all of Magic the Gathering. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Flashback of 3. It's a bit weird, but I think actually it is relatively... Is it looting? We're getting something new and we're dumping something out. No, technically not looting. Do the other cards look like a looting? They're faithlessly loot. Oh, they're stealing things. They're stealing things. Okay, nothing being stolen here. Yeah. Really, what's up with this art? Why is it a thing? Is it meant to reference something? It was, you know, it's just a style. It's just the style. It was a style at the time. And you know what? Art is very different in the eyes of many different people, but this one definitely has nothing to do with looting anything. It's more like wasting juice. You got your bowl of porridge on one side, and you're dumping your juice on the other side. Art fits the effect, but not the card name. In some capacity. Real different with Feast of Sanity. Feast of Sanity is a 4-mana enchantment. Whenever you discard a card, Feast of Sanity deals 1 damage to any target, and you gain 1 life. There is no sanity in this image. None. 0 whatsoever. Is the Feast of Insanity. And also, I would say this person's not feasting on anything. Very skeletal looking. No meat on those bones. The Feast of yeah. We're not eating anything. Okay, next up, we got Toilet Duck. The Chorus of Might. That Feast of Sanity should eat more sanity. One might expect there to be multiple creatures in the art, but I think I'll depict a random waifu by herself instead. Christopher Muller, probably. Instant. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+1 for each creature you control and gains trample. That's right. Where's her entourage? Literally nobody that... 0 people there. There's nothing here. No one's supporting her. Do you know what it is? They're all online. You see, you can't see her follower count on Instagram. You have no idea how many people retweet her tweets on Twitter. You also have no idea how many subscribers she has on YouTube. So it's possible she's way bigger than she looks. Don't you know the Chorus of Might? This is one of the most amazing elves this is one of the greatest elf influencers. Teaching you how to live longer, get bigger. 4 mana. Yeah, it's not good. It's been better. Okay, next up we got Leon Corgi with the Fairy's Curse. Ooh. We're going to take a look at Teferi's Curse, but first we're going to have to take a break to talk about our sponsor, Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards on Magic Online, the digital client that lets me play test for big tournaments, because you have very strong players competing in like standard, pioneer, modern, legacy. So if you want to get the cutting edge experience that you can't get at your local game store, I highly suggest playing on Magic Online, and you can play all formats and play test when you're renting the cards with Mana Traders. You can support the channel using coupon code Nikachu_649 for 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription. And now we go back to our weirdo arts of the day. Okay, which weirdo art is this? Oh my god, Tresaro, the only elves influencer. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of people, that look at an only elves. Okay, Teferi's Curse. 2-mana enchant permanent. Play only on artifact or creature. Enchanted permanent gains phasing. All it looks like is this person. Oh, wait a minute. It's that guy. It's that thing. I can't remember what art it's from. It's whatever. But anyway, it's just telling this goat-looking thing to F off. In fact, I can't tell what creatures either of them are. This is from some weird dream sequence where I can tell there's a thing and there's someone pointing at something else. You, phase out. No, it's more like you, F off. Get out of here. This is private property. You're not supposed to be here. Next up, let's take a look at Nightingale Seraph. Imperial Seal. Okay, Imperial Seal. What was wrong with it? From 3PK? You got a seal. What do you want? It's just a stamp. That's what a seal is. Oh, I see. It's the stamp, but you want this. So the seal is supposed to be in wax, and this is a stamp. Oh, you know what? I think you got him. Yeah, I think you got him. You're right. It is just a stamp. Like if you like close the envelope and then stamped it with ink, like it's not gonna be closed or anything. Yeah, it's the Imperial Stamp. Next up, let's take a look at Gillum for Redemption. Whip. What is this? Whip. Poor Will. Doesn't have flying. Someone clipped its wings. It's a green 1/1 for green tap. Until end of turn, target creature may not regenerate, and damage done to target creature may not be prevented or redirected. If target creature goes to the graveyard, remove it from the game. Does not have flying. Oops. Was it even? Yeah, it was supposed to be a bird. Well, I don't know what a Whip Poor Will is. Creatures, cards that have their name as their creature type. That's got to be a show one day. We got Lesthian. Jeskai Revelation. It's just a random vortex where the monk's coming from. Yeah, shouldn't the revelation be like a eureka? Oh my god, I just figured it out. 7 mana for an instant. Return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. Jeskai Revelation deals 4 damage to any target. Create 2 1/1 white monk creature tokens with prowess. And draw 2 cards. You gain 4 life. We don't even see the monks. 4 damage to any target. Where's the damage? 2 1/1 white monks. Where's the monks? Where's the prowess? Where's the card? Where's the knowledge? It's literally just some sort of fireworks. Indiana Jones says, Whippoorwill nest in leaf litter, so maybe that's why. I don't know enough about it. Dinglebag, Spirit Loop. Okay, 2 mana enchantment and aura. Enchant creature you control. Whenever enchanted creature deals damage, you gain that much life. What, from a snake? When Spirit Loop is put into a graveyard from play, return Spirit Loop to its owner's hand. You gain that much. Yeah, the weird snake. I don't know. Now, to be completely honest and fair, I don't know how you would even draw this effect. You somehow... I mean, I guess you have to put some sort of weird aura on it, like maybe the Bear Umbra. I think there was like some sort of glow to it. But otherwise, this is a very hard thing to draw. They really screwed Wayne Reynolds on this one. All right, okay, Wayne. Guess what? Your card is Spirit Loop. It's an enchantment. It enchants creatures. And when that creature deals damage, they gain that much life. And when the Spirit Loop is put in the graveyard from play, we return the Spirit Loop back to its hand. Okay, but how do I draw that? And it's like, well, that's what we pay you for. Now go do it. Next, let's get Benjamin Berkey, Sylvan Paradise. Oh, it's the Naked Lady. Okay, we have a green instant. Chain. Okay, the instant is 1 or more target creatures become green until end of turn. She's one with nature now. Yeah, not exactly particularly green. If they turned her, what were we expecting to do with her? Actually, put her like in green body paint or something. Looks like paradise to me. So yeah, the idea is we're supposed to be turning creatures green. I guess maybe this is the greenest you can get. You have no clothes on, so you are the closest to nature, like every other animal in the forest. It's not like other animals are wearing clothes, although we see that depicted pretty often in Magic the Gathering, I have to admit. Okay, so this one's a so-so one. She's not technically green, but she is one with nature. Argentina says the P3K Imperial Seal is actually 100% accurate historically. Don't know why someone said it's not. The idea is that the seal doesn't seal anything because it was a stamp. It was more stamp than seal. So you can't seal an envelope with a stamp. That's the idea. And I agree, actually. I back him up on it. Josara, Swords to Plowshares, original printing. Swords to Plow... This one is fine. The dude doesn't look exiled to me. Well, no, the idea is that you're not on the battlefield anymore. You now have been doomed to a farm. Like a serf of some sort. I actually think this actually is quite accurate. Although I should say this person never looked like they were a warrior. The idea is Swords to Plowshares, exile target creature is removed from the game entirely, return to owner's... Forget that. Exile target creature, its controller gains life equal to its power. You know what I didn't think about, actually? Why do we gain life? And I guess we gain life because they're going from warrior to farmer. And because they're farming, they're creating food for us. And therefore, we gain some life off of it. I never thought about it. I just never questioned why we gain life off of this effect. Gillum says it's a biblical reference. Interesting. Very interesting. Violent Beetle says you can seal an envelope with wax and then stamp it with your seal. Then they won't be able to break it and replace the wax without anyone noticing. Yeah, but that actual, it was more of stamp than seal. Like an actual seal, it's metallic, so that it imprints in the Some people are saying the seals are stamps too. Maybe there's something I don't know. All right, maybe we're learning something. Maybe we're learning something between seals and stamps. If anyone watching the replay has some good, deep knowledge between seals and stamps, I'd love to hear your discussion in the comments section. I will read it. What they're saying is that a stamp is called a seal. Oh, really? A little play on words there. Yasara with Deathmark. Anyway, I think Swords to Plowshares is actually accurately is showing what it's supposed to be on the picture. This is the Mark of Death. Apparently it's a snowflake in blood. Destroy target green or white creature. This I have no commentary. We don't see any green or white creature. Oh, there actually, you know what? If you look really close, there is something there. You have to look really close though. The blood splattered in a really weird way. You see? There's actually something here. Can't tell if they're green or red though. Sorry, green or white though. Yasaru. Oh, did I call you Yazaru? Oh yeah, no, you're Yeezus. Yeezus. Hold on, I'm mixing you up with someone else. Or I'm not mixing you up. I am combining your name with someone. Yeezus. Calling you Yeezus from now. I gotta be clear. Gotta be careful. Prince of Winners. The Pizza Lands. How do we look that up? Let's look up island. I want actual factual island. There we go. Does that look like an island to anybody? That's not an island. Oh man, that's the most despicable island in all of Magic the Gathering. Pizza Island I'd be in for. We did do Flash. Alex Bruce wants Maze of Ith. Oh, the original. I like the art. I like the original art on Maze of Ith a lot. So in this art, we see a maze, and it's amazing. But if we go to the original printing of Maze of Ith, it's like the intestines of some alien planet that is sentient and has nothing to do with a maze. Like, I mean, yeah, I guess if you get eaten, you'll have a really hard time getting out. Although there's only one path, and it's probably out their butt. The planet's butt. Yeah, you could also say it looks like a brain. You know, guys, is that a sardine pizza? I don't know. I mean, yes, probably. They liked anything. They're turtles. Of course they'd like sardines on their pizza. They're technically aquatic. Dustin with farewell. Yeah, they're not selling you. They're not saying goodbye. It is little kid blowing on a dandelion. Choose one. Exile all artifacts. Exile all creatures. Exile all enchantments. Exile all graveyards. Or is it that little girl that was like, what did it cost? Everything. Anyway, this one has nothing to do with the art. This one has literally nothing to do with the card, period. Okay, Jeff. Peak and See Beyond. Well, let's see Peak. Why? Why do you have two of them? Art are better swapped. Oh, I see. See Beyond. Okay, so... Oh, yeah. Okay, do you know what? This one, 100%. That's a peak. This guy's peeking. And more like maybe even eavesdropping. Peeking at something he's not supposed to see. And then we've got... Oh, and this one probably is a better See Beyond. Because they're like a fortune teller. Look at target player's hand, draw a card. This person's not mind reading or anything. They're seeing beyond the present and beyond this realm. You know what? I like that. Two arts that could be swapped for different cards. NC Wine means no card yet. If you say that and give me a suggestion, it helps me find you so that you can be part of the show. Because a lot of people are spitting out, you know, they've been part of the show already. If they already got a card, I'm not going to choose them again until everybody else has gotten to be part of the show. Just like Kano over here, they haven't been part of the show. Let's look up Echoing Truth. What is the truth even here? Well, the name, I don't know. The name here might not have any meaning, but 2 mana, return target non-land permanent and all other permanents with the same name as that permanent to their owner's hands. In this case, it looks like they're just being drowned. So instead of going back up, they're actually going underwater. So I'll still count this. And who else hasn't been given a card to Vec? Reverse Polarity. Oh, the original one. Back when the cards were like really cartoony. And also hard to read. Okay, so without actually... Okay, I don't know what this card does. I'm not looking at the card. I'm going to assume... Okay, this guy whacked him in the arm. So what that means, and it looks like that guy doesn't care. I guess target creature gets indestructible until end of turn, or like can't be dealt damage. All damage done to you by artifacts so far this turn is retroactively added to your life total instead of subtracted. Further damage this turn is treated normally. Interesting. I cannot particularly see the life gain, but our opponent, this guy, is using an artifact in order to deal the damage. I actually think this works. I actually think that the art is... this. I mean, it's closer than Farewell, that's for sure. It's a weird art, nonetheless. Oh, hold on. This is the Oracle... What is the... That was the ancient scripture. The Oracle text is, you gain X life, where X is twice the damage dealt to you so far this turn by artifacts. Wow, that old wording, I know. To be fair, this guy is not an artifact. Just wielding an artifact. Goofy half-naked dudes. Well, you've got more mobility when you're naked. Look, you can either be less mobile and have a ton of armor on you, or you be naked and very agile. You gotta pick your poison. Next. You don't have a card, Christopher B. You have to throw that NCY on here. Mana Seism. Mana Seism doesn't grant the colors it portrays. For 2 mana, sorcery. Sacrifice any number of lands. For 1 mana, add 1 generic to your mana pool for each land sacrificed this way. And it's adding all the colors. Wow, what a fail. So we have other cards that are supposed to add colors when they show colorless, and this one shows colors when it's supposed to be colorless. It's supposed to show absolutely nothing. Very, very funny. Sable Salt, love me some buff naked men. We got to bring the buff naked men back. Do not quote my last met. Too late. Too late, Sable Salt. Okay, we got Fan Factor with Beast Breaker of Balaged. Beastbreaker of Balaged is a 2 mana. We got more buff men on here for anyone that indulges. Okay, Beastbreaker of Balaged is a human warrior with a giant beast in the background, I guess. Level up for 3 mana. Level up 1 to 3 becomes a 4/4, and at 4+ gets trample. To be honest, I think this is how Kargan Dragonlord should have been done, where the focus is on the Kargan guy. And then you have the dragon in the background. I think this actually is showing what it's supposed to be. You have like a regular human warrior, and like I guess when you level up, you end up saddling this thing and you gain trample. You get the power of that beast in the background. So I actually think this Beast Breaker. Yeah, I think this card actually accurately shows what the card does. Bandit Keith's like, just joined Nikachu expressing his interest in bringing buff naked men back. Look, I'm not calling for it, but there are a lot of people that are calling for it. GM says, have we done creatures floating without flying? Floating without flying idea yet? I don't even know what you mean by that. So I don't think we have done it yet. Okay, what else? We have Blink Somniac. Godless Shrine from from Infinity. Yeah, these are one of those thematic cards. Hold on, where is it? I know what you're talking about. Is it this one? No, I think it's like this one. There we go. Yeah, it's this is a godless shrine. The planet of the apes, or I guess planet of the. I guess this is planet of the holy. Everyone goes here to pray. Oh, sorry, no, this is where they don't pray. This is a godless shrine. This is atheist land. Okay, so I mix them up. This is actually atheist land that replaced the shrine. Or actually, I don't know how to describe this. It used to be the Holy Land. No one's holy there. It's this plains and swamp too. That's correct. Okay, we got a super chat here from Merciless with Elish Norn Mom. Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. She has stunned everyone helping. I guess so. For 4, 5. Oh yeah, they're all frozen in stone. 5 mana for a 4/7 with Vigilance. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Should be helping all these people, but instead they're almost like they're in stasis. They don't look like they're being helped at all. Godless Shrine's artwork feels like a damnation. This way, yeah, that way, yeah, it does actually. Literally damnation. Okay, who else? Anyone else not got a card yet? Chisari wants redemption. Gladius. What is this? Gladiolus. Amicia. I don't know why he has a ramp effect when he's the buff guy with a sword. Okay, we have a 6 mana for a 6/6. Enters. Search your library for a land card. Put it onto the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle. Maybe guy's a lumberjack. Or you think those? Oh wait a minute, hold on. Cutting down the trees. What does it mean to find land? Does it mean to be like an explorer? I never thought about the flavor. Like, what does it mean to like look for new land? I guess you're literally exploring. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, another target creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. It's true. Guy's a warrior, not actually exploring. Hollow with simulacrum. Simulacrum. Looks like a clone effect. Yeah, it does actually. 2 mana, instant, all sorry. Okay, screw the... No, let's read the ancient scripture. All damage done to you so far this turn is instead retroactively applied to a target creature you control. Further damage this turn is treated normally. Yeah, it has nothing to do with cloning. They don't even look like they're fighting each other. No fighting whatsoever. We got JM with... Oh, we did Whippoorwill, but it's good that you're naming a bunch of them. Frozen Shade. We didn't do Frozen Shade. None of them can fly. Was this one supposed to? 3 mana for a 0/1. It is a shade. I didn't know do all shades fly? For a black, +1/+1 until end of turn. What about your other one? Sovereigns of Lost... Sovereigns of Lost Alara. This one could be really good. Okay, this one doesn't fly yet. It's in the clouds. Like, come on. It should at least have reach. At least. It also should say that it can only block things, or it should say it only blocks things that have flying. Oh, look at the OG art. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's look at... Okay, so this one, definite slam dunk. This one has an original art. Okay, that one does look like it flies. Sort of looks like a genie, actually. It looks like a very evil genie. Ellis Flowers, Pillage the Bog. Pillaging it up. Okay, 2 mana sorcery. I don't even know what is going on here. Okay, so there's like someone trying to get out of a swamp, and there's someone dying, and someone's already dead in the swamp. Look at top X cards of your library, where X is twice the number of lands you control. Put one of them into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Also has plot. Pillage the Bog. Oh, we are stealing from the... Okay, we're stealing from the bog. We're pillaging, like, the stuff from people who died in there. Look, top X cards of your library. But that's our brain, not the bog. That should be, like, looking into the graveyard. Rex is twice the number of lands you control. Yeah, okay. We're, like, digging deep in our mind. The bog of our mind, when literally it should be the bog in play. Anyone else with no card yet? I will move on to people who have not got 2 cards yet. Okay, I see everyone looks like they got a card. Okay, so we're going to go to Raznab. Tackle Maggot. Tackle Maggot. For some reason, this never becomes an insect. Despite being like, yeah, despite actually being an insect at the beginning. Oh, it's an aura. It's very weird. It should... So if they were to design this card today, it's like the aura of a maggot. And it does a lot of things. But if they were to design this card today, it'd probably be something like a bestow card, I guess. They could redesign it as a bestow card. At the beginning of each upkeep of enchanted creature's controller, put a -0/-1 counter on that creature. Yeah, they would make this like some sort of weird like bestow that you can put on other people's cards. Holy Yu-Gi-Oh text, that's right. Very Yu-Gi-Oh like. Benjamin Berkey with Teferi's Curse. Teferi's Curse. Oh, we looked at this one. All right, you were there. Fallen Angel. Did you come from heaven? Okay. Or no, when you fell from heaven, did it hurt? Okay. Fallen Angel is a 5 mana 3/3. Flying. Sacrifice a creature. Fallen Angel gets +2/+1 until end of turn. So, okay, so this is a weird card where it says you're flying, but it doesn't look like she's even capable of flying. The wings are dead. Oh, there's an original art we can look at. That one didn't match, to be honest. Oh, and this, okay, so it's this one, you still, no wings at all. Completely clipped off, but still can fly. still can fly. Why do they keep changing the... Like, why give it flying at all? I mean, I guess she flies the same way vampires fly. Now let's take a look at... Matt doesn't have a card. Mighty Leap. Mighty Leap. She's got the stitches and everything to prove she can't fly. Loved her artwork as a kid. It's pretty badass artwork. It's actually a nice artwork. Okay, Mighty Leap is there a specific one? I assume it's just going to be the original. So for 2 mana, it's an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. However, it depicts an elephant that has not quite actually flown off the ground. You can actually see that the elephant is still on the ground, in fact. Maybe taking liftoff, but not quite there at all. Next up, let's get... Solfim said they had a bunch of them. Let's look at Dread Spectre. Not sure if this is art. Not sure if the art is off, but I look at this art the same way he's looking at whatever is on his left. What the hell is going on here? So for 4 mana, it's a 2/2. It's a Dread Spectre. Whenever Dread Spectre blocks or is blocked by a non-black creature, destroy that creature at end of combat. I mean, this thing has stasis vibes. It's just like an art that's really out there and has nothing to do with... I still don't think it has anything to do with the card. Next we've got... Jesus! Deathlace. We have a black interrupt, or it's an instant. Target spell or permanent becomes black. But they're also dead, if I understand this correctly. It's not like they became a zombie or anything. Also depicts a snake in the art, and snakes are green, as we all know by now. I think almost all the snakes are green. Very green creature. Argentina was like, elephant was chosen to represent the leap is so mighty. Yeah, but the elephant has wings. Who says it can fly? Penguin has wings. No flying coming out of the penguin. Chicken has wings, barely can fly. Pyrefox, flying men. Plural. One only, yeah, only one. He's not the one who's flies. It's the carpet. Also, it's only one man. Wow, you nailed it both ways. Not men, man. Does not actually fly. Carpet flies. Should be just a 1/1 literally should just be a 1/1 human with a 0/1 carpet or equipment or something, or vehicle. By today's standards, you'd make carpet a vehicle. Vehicle creature. Indiana Jones with recycle. Was it that weird guy? There's like a weird guy on here, right? What are we recycling? Oh, I think the idea is this is a bunch of leftover food that should have been going to waste, but what the chef is actually doing is refeeding it to the guy. Skip your draw step. Whenever you play a card, draw a card. Your maximum hand size is 2. Yeah, okay, so, I mean, while the name recycle... I think the art and the name stick together. It actually has zilch to do with the actual text. So this one actually works. So you mean Gerard is eating his own poop? It's possible. I don't think that's how it's working here. I think it's more of... there's a bunch of food that was... there's like a beef. They got beef and shrimp and vegetables that they prepared maybe a week ago. No one bought it. No one bought that stuff. So they put it back in the fridge, even though it was sitting out all day, and now they're refeeding it as if it's a whole new thing right now. New food. Mercenary with Morphling. What's wrong with Morphling? I actually think Morphling is a banger art. I think it was a banger art and card. So you have two... because it's more of a clone. Even though it's... so it's like a shape... It's actually depicting more of a clone than anything. So the idea is it's a shapeshifter. but does not actually copy you, but has the abilities of untapping, flying, which you can see with the wings over here, gaining shroud, and getting bigger and getting smaller. Okay, so the only thing I'll give you is that it looks more, the art looks more like it cloned something, and there's no cloning going on. That was supposed to be for clone, but was repurposed for this card. Really? Really? Makes some sense to me. John, Force of Will looks like a rock star. Which one? I don't know which one. I have no idea which one you're talking about. Oh, they have a new Force of Will. Oh, it's one of those oversized cards. OG. Oh, the OG. The OG Force of Will, to me, looked like Wolverine, to be honest. You can see the claws over here. What else? I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know about Rockstar. Where's the guitar? This does sort of follow under, like, you know, the art. I will say this art doesn't quite match the card, although it does feel like this person's trying to put all their will and might into it. So we never thought anything of it. Meteor Storm, reverse damage. Reverse damage. Is any other particular art? There's a lot of arts here. Is it this one? Oh, the next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. You gain life equal to the life. You gain life equal to the damage prevented this way. All you have to do is get your lady to give the evil eye to somebody. You won't get dealt damage. Reverse damage freaked me out as a kid. I'm just looking at this card for the first time right now. I find it so fascinating. So many super old cards that I've never seen. They've been in the game for 36 years. Like, since when does anyone need a reverse damage? Spooky card. Very spooky. Sheev Lord, Caveman, oh, you're talking about the Force of Will. Let's get... Some people are interpreting Michael Jackson from the maybe the Wax Museum version of Michael Jackson. Okay, Toilet Duck says Spear Point. Oh red. Spear Point red. Yeah, okay, where's the spear? 3 mana 2/2 with bestow, first strike. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has first strike. And it's a nymph. So we have literally a nymph that gives first strike and +2/+2. Yeah, she's gonna motivate me, that's for sure. So Steve Cooper for the last card, she's depicting the Gotham face when you have when nailing a red player back in the day. Oh my god. Location, Spear Point? Oh, it was a location. Yeah, that's possible. She lives in Spear Point. Spear Pointville. Okay, Argentina's been trying to get me this. Lord of Atlantis. Which one? Judge has legs? What's wrong with that? 5th edition flavor text clearly says we have no... Really? Okay, hold on. So let's go look at 5th edition. Can I find 5th edition? Where is... There's so many cards. I think it is... Okay, here. We have no legs, the warrior spat, for we have finished running. Maybe it was an artistic jest. Maybe it was mostly artistic. But now the Lord of Atlantis does have legs, although I don't know how much the legs have to do with the island walk. But it's still it is still a merfolk. They're allowed, they can swim. You know, even humans can swim one way or another. Okay, we can't finish the show on this one. We gotta finish the show on I'm gonna pick Jeff. Rapid fire. The card is missing double strike to completely define rapid. Oh yeah. So we have a 4 mana. We've got this artist again, the Justin Hampton. Bringing... It sort of looks like some sort of instructional... it's the art to some sort of instructional book of some sort. You know, like when you have to when you have to assemble some machine together, they'll have art like this in there. Play before defense is chosen. Target creature gains first strike until end of turn. If the creature does not already have rampage, then it also gains rampage 2 until end of turn. But if it were rapid fire, be able to fire more than one time. The dude hit the other dude's shield so that hard that his sword broke. Oh yeah, what's up with that? So we have this guy hit the shield super hard with their sword, and then this other guy's sword just breaks for no reason. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. It was a bit slow to start off, but you know what? It was a fantastic. We got there. We got there. Many great suggestions. As usual, we do these shows weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, thanks so much for everybody's suggestions. People like, where we got Lil Deadfly, Raznab, Mercenary, Benjamin Berkey, Kano, Oldboy, Ellis, Adaptus, Steve Cooper, Dinglebag, Mappius, Indiana Jones. Oh, before you all go, I have an announcement. Nightingale, Dustin Newby, Christopher B, Fan Factor, Mercenary, Just Nightingale, okay, and we have Yeezus. We have Merciless, Nightingale. Who else do we have here? Lore. We have Meteor. We're gonna actually, I forgot to mention, we're gonna have one more day of shows because I have a vacation for 1.5 weeks. So I need something for Monday and Tuesday. So actually, tomorrow on Saturday, February the 21st, we'll have a show in the morning and we will have a show in the afternoon. And as usual, 9 a.m. Should I do? I'll think about it. We'll have. I'll make an announcement or something, but I think it's going to be in the morning. It will be in 9 a.m. Or no, we'll probably do it in the evening. We'll have one in the afternoon, one in the evening. I'll figure it out. So there'll be one more day of 2 streams. No show tonight. No show tonight. That's correct. Well, it would be tomorrow because we had 2 shows today already. All right. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.